Check it out, I'm live. I'm in my happy place. I'm with my daughter Lily, my biking buddy, and we're doing one of my most favorite things on earth, which is getting out in nature and just kind of, well, you got to burn a little steam, right? Because we don't have to work so hard physically anymore these days in modern days. And then you've got to get in nature and put your bare feet on the rocks, put your bare feet in the dirt. Watch out for brown recluse spiders, Lenny. You got to watch out for those. But otherwise, you get centered. And this is my third time out biking in the last 2 weeks, and I feel so good. I feel like all zen. And I've had a lot of stressors, more lately. But what's cool is the ability to cope emotionally is there. And I think that's why they say that fitness can be like a form of an antidepressant. Because you feel so good, and then once you feel so great, you have the ability to cope. I'm really excited personally because I've been able to get back active in the gym. So this next week will be my third week back, and from a horrible back injury and then sinus infection that also set me back a couple weeks. And so I didn't work out. I wasn't doing any real fitness for almost 3 months, and now I'm going into my third week back, and I just feel completely reborn. Susan Rothman was saying, like, Sean, I noticed a shift in your energy, and she's so intuitive that way. I wanted to give a shout out about the Shredder's Way. The Shredder's Way is a tribal training course for our ER shredders, and Lenny Evans has been heading that up, and what a tremendous job that he's been doing. I mean, he spits out the most incredible content like a poet, and he really knows how to reach my heart and motivate me. And I find myself getting more and more and more motivated to share ER Shred with the world, because I feel like I possess in my hands. Imagine that everywhere you go, you see people and they're on fire. They're on fire, not in a good way. They're hurting, and they're in pain. And imagine that you possessed like this magical fire extinguisher, and you could put them out. You could actually save them and help them. And everywhere I go, I see people that are on fire because they are hurting, on fire because they suffer from, they're victims of this awful consumerism, this, what we've been taught is food is not food. What they're putting in our food, we don't know. What's hurting us, we don't know. And yet we possess, with ER Shred, we possess this powerful, powerful mechanism that we can gift to people, and literally we can put them out. We can save them from that pain and that fire. And that's how I feel. And as I listen to the Shredder's Way and I start to understand the commission, and I feel that sincerity, I feel that genuine, I start to speak that language, as Lenny calls it, of come aliveness, become fluent in come aliveness. I'm alive. I feel well. I feel good. I have my motivation. I have my optimism. Of course, I want to share that with people. What a gift. And if we can get to a place where we don't have any kind of emotional attachment to the outcome, we just know that we're offering up a gift. And if people don't want it, or they're not ready for it, or whatever else, if it doesn't fit for them, no harm done, no love lost. We move forward in love, looking for people who fit. And that brings me to a subject matter that Lenny kind of commissioned me to talk about, which is worthiness. So worthiness is a pretty triggering thing for me, I have to admit. Worthiness, because I lived 20 years in in a religion that made me feel where I felt very unworthy all the time. I always felt like I wasn't up to par. I wasn't enough. I wasn't cut from the right mold. And I always felt like I was insufficient and insignificant, and I faked a lot. It was a lot of faking. And so when we talk about worthiness, and Lenny kind of asked me, Sean, what in your opinion, how are our shredders that are, on the shredder's way, and they're learning how to create this livelihood, this additional income for their families, which he will teach anyone that wants to know how to do it. He will teach you how to do it. If you need more income for your family and you're passionate about wellness, you're passionate about helping other people, like Lenny is going to show you how to do that. Like, I have full confidence. This isn't guesswork. Like, he's done it so many times before. But if you were to say, like, Sean, are our shredders worthy? Worthy is a tough one for me, guys. I have to open up about that. Worthiness. Worthiness to me, it for some reason, if you can't tell emotionally, it stimulates inside of me some kind of weakness. Like, it makes me feel weak when I think, am I worthy? Because part of me was, at a cellular level, there's part of me that was indoctrinated to believe that I was born broken and that I needed to rely on things outside of myself to be whole. So with that, it's like worthiness, no, like it doesn't work for me. I have to be completely genuine. Worthiness doesn't work for me, because if I'm worthy, we're all worthy. If he's worthy, we're all worthy. If they're worthy, we're all worthy. Like, nobody was born broken. We're all equal. We might have been born under different circumstances, some of them very challenging circumstances, but we're all worthy. Now, do you feel self-worth? That is a completely different thing. And that's one of those very personal things, to feel self-worth. And I was raised by parents who were incredible. My parents made a lot of mistakes, and I think they would admit they made some mistakes. All parents make mistakes. I'm making mistakes all the time as a parent. But was I raised with an overwhelming amount of love? Yeah. And I feel like, I didn't deserve that, because I know there's a lot of people that didn't have that, and I witnessed, and I continue to witness a lot of people that don't have that kind of belief and love and support. And so for that, I'm very grateful. And I know that that's had a tremendous amount of impact on my self-worth that I feel in my life, and the belief I have in myself around all kinds of things. I believe I can do amazing things. I believe that I could do anything. I don't say that from a place of arrogance. I say that from a place of it's been put into me. The confidence that I have in my abilities, the confidence that I have in my ability to do and to create and to perform, is all born of being raised in a very loving environment where belief was instilled in me. And I have to hand it to my parents, because they are so badass when it comes to being willing to take chances, to take risks, to do hard things. My dad came over here as a poor immigrant from Australia. He had like $50. He came over here when he was like 21 years old. He had nothing, no one, no family. And he, instead of thinking, I'm a poor immigrant, I have to suffer, I have to, slave away, he was extremely resourceful. He looked around and he saw the people that was the most successful, and instead of saying, they're successful, but not me, and yeah, they can do it because they have every advantage and not me, he went on the path of, I've got to crack this code. I've got to figure out what they're doing, whatever it is that's bringing them the quality of life that I desire, because I'm going to hunt that down and I'm going to take that for myself. That's my father, a self-made man. And my mom, I mean, she took unbelievable risks because she was swept off her feet by this poor immigrant that was working in the mines, and she surrendered a full ride scholarship to ASU, Arizona State University. She was the valedictorian of her high school, 4.0 accumulative GPA, never missed a single day of school, K through 12, and she surrendered that scholarship and took off with my father, a poor immigrant, and they were just like, we're going to figure this out. We're going to find a way. I have such mad respect for them, and I believe that, all of that belief that they had in themselves, the chances they were willing to take, the roller coaster, going bankrupt. They went bankrupt once for sure. The year I was born, they went bankrupt. They almost went bankrupt again right before Isagenix came in their lives. They almost went bankrupt again. But they were willing to work hard, and my parents worked hard. So I believe in myself. I believed in myself in sports. I believed in myself in everything because my parents gave me that gift. I wish all of you had that. Oftentimes with ER shredders, like I'll say things to people and I'll say, I'm so proud of you. I see what it means to people. I had one woman say, I've never had anybody tell me they was proud of me my entire life. You don't know how much it means to me. So we kind of, where there's deficiencies in the world, we have to kind of be there for each other. Where you're not finding self-worth from your environment or how you were raised or the conditioning that you were brought up in. This is where a tribe can be pretty amazing, miraculous even, because what you lack, you see, a collective, a collaboration, we can all leverage each other's strengths while supporting each other's weaknesses. And I've become, since I had my ER Shred Come Alive experience, I've become very aware of myself. My self-awareness is growing astronomically. It's compounding on almost a daily basis. I'm starting to realize where I'm going wrong and what I'm doing wrong and what I'm seeing wrong and what I'm interpreting wrong. And it's been trippy. It's been nuts. It's been a trip. But I'm so grateful for it. But we can be there for each other, and we can believe in each other, and we can support each other as a tribe. And I just have to tell you that is, you need to be in that circle. You need to be in that environment. And I was just listening to a podcast. It was talking about how community is actually the best medicine. Being in a community where you have people who they value you and you feel mutual respect and you bring each other up, you bring up each other's spirits. Well, ER Shred, like if you look at it from my point of view, it's the coolest thing because I was in this industry for 18 years prior to ER Shred. I was around this industry my whole life, really. But I had accumulated these relationships with like-minded people. And these are people who I grew to really love and trust and appreciate. People that are my like kind. People who care more about other people than they do money. People who care more about their reputation and their personal integrity and their ethics than they do money. Together, we're so damn strong. I mean, we've all come together, as you know, and together we are so damn strong because everywhere where we lack, another person steps in and fills that lack to the point where we kind of become, I mean, we're just, We're hella strong. How's that? We are hella strong. Like, as a community and a culture, we're jacked. We're freaking ripped and cut and shredded. We're hardcore and we get shit done. But it's because of the collective. It's not because of me. It's not because of Lenny. It's not because of Bob or Jesse or Susan or Heather or Crystal or any one person. It's because of the heart. It's because of everybody. It's because of everybody that shows up. The collective is a force. And together we are so damn strong. So I want to just flip the switch a little bit. I don't give a shit if I'm worthy. You know what I mean? Like, I can do whatever anybody else can do. And I hope you'll take on that same attitude, because really there's no other way to go about it. You just got to believe in yourself. You have to. We all have, organs. We all have skin. We all have cells. We all have, hair. We all have whatever. And you just have to look in the mirror and say, I've got whatever it takes to do whatever I want to do, and I'm going to kick ass at it because I'm a badass motherfucker. Yeah. You just have to get into that space and believe in yourself and trust that where you lack, it's okay. Other people are going to step in, people you trust, people you love, people who get you, and they'll step in and they'll support where you lack. And that's what's happened for me. And that's what will continue to happen for me, because I have a good heart and I really genuinely care about people. And I'm on a mission to help people reclaim what was lost. We're all victims. We're all victims of a really horrible, horrible atrocity that's been put upon us. The food system, it's criminal. It's all criminal. Politics, it's all criminal. Government, a lot of criminality there too. And you know what? We're just independent people who are saying, we're the little guys, we're all the little guys, and we're done believing the lies, and we're fed up, and we're going to take back control ourselves, and that's where we're coming from now. And guess what? I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I got a whole freaking tribe that's wicked, wicked powerful, and we're all taking back control, and we're all going around lighting everybody else's candle who's been blown out. Imagine everyone around you is just holding a candle, and ours is lit. We are lit. We're living lit. We are alive, but everywhere you look, people's candles blown out. And we're just going around with our candles and we're lighting others. And if people say, no, blow out their candle. I don't want mine lit. I don't want mine lit. I want to be held hostage. I want to live life in pain and fear. And I want to be in a freaking carb coma. Fine, let them blow that candle out. Move on, because all we're doing is looking for our like kind. But take confidence that there are a lot of people out there that want to be woke up. They want to come alive. So take confidence, because you know what? You are capable. That's my message to all of you. You are capable. You are capable. What does that mean? Anything that needs to be done, anything you need to do, if you need to get those bills paid, if you need to get that debt paid, if you need to earn money to send that kid to college, if you need to put away for retirement, anything you need to do, you're capable. If what? I know you can do it, because everybody's doing it every day. People are doing it every day, and they may not be as well as you. You just have to look at people and say, how are they doing it? If they can do it, I can do it. Anything you can do, I can do. We don't have to say better. It's not like that. We're not competitive like that. Anything anyone else can do, I can do it. And with the strength of my tribe, I cannot fail. So you have to look at yourself in the mirror every day and say, I can do anything. I am capable. I am badass. I will do this. You know why? Because I'm well. If you can get into that space where you are well, you can do anything. You want to know where you really should feel lack, scarcity, unworthy? Don't take your health serious. That's where all that comes from. If you're operating at your absolute best, if you're up here, if you're at your tip top and you're feeling well, you're investing in your health, you're investing in your fitness, everything is like on fire for you, and this should be a daily thing, by the way. If you're in that space, you will feel superhuman. You will make miracles happen. That's why ER Shred is so amazing, because it's that mechanism, that vehicle that's going to get you feeling well. When you feel well, everything else comes full circle. You're capable, you hear me? You're capable. You're capable. You can do anything. All right. Enough. You're capable. Yeah.